Sometimes we fall a little bit behind. So if we're not exactly on this reading schedule, don't panic. We'll get there. And I won't ask you anything on exams that I haven't covered in some sort of a lecture. So, for example, you can see in week 1 that right now we're going over the syllabus, course policy, and an overview and a general introduction to ethics. The overview and general introduction to ethics and starting Plato's 5 dialogues with the apology will happen in a separate lecture from this one. Largely what I'm trying to do is record a short one to see if I can actually post these in a manner that you can view. So, nonetheless, that's what we're doing with this one, and then I will record a lecture on the apology for your reference that will be available later this week. So week by week, week 2 you see that it's going to be the Credo, week 3 it's going to be the Nicomachean Ethics, books 1 and 2, week 4 it's going to be book 3 of the Nicomachean Ethics, etc., etc., etc. So, from your tentative reading schedule, you can see what you need to read. All of these books, like I say, are available from the Oakland University bookstore, and you should have them there. If I give you page references, which I only do for existentialism and human emotions, you're going to have exactly the same book that I've got. Throughout the course, I will be giving you page references, so it's better to have exactly the copy that I've got. The books that I've ordered for you, I've tried to keep them good and cheap. Largely, I use Hackett publications, which are the cheapest thing out there because they're old, good translations that have fallen out of copyright. So Hackett is able to publish them really, really cheaply, and you're able to buy them really, really cheaply. And Oxford is what I use for the Nietzsche. It's quite cheap as well, and it's Carroll Group Publishing that I use for Start, and they're the only people that have that particular document in the format that I wanted. So that'll probably be, it's under $20, but it's probably your most expensive book this semester. So please buy all of these books. I tried to keep it under $50 for you. Some of these courses you'll find some professors order books that can cost upwards towards $100 or $150 for these courses. So I've tried to keep it nice and cheap for you. So the last thing that I want to discuss is my grade scheme. Now, you'll find this on the syllabus, and it's a little different than what you might be used to. For example, the A range from A plus to A minus starts at 80% and ends at 100%. I give this to you so that you don't freak out when I give you an 81.2 on your first midterm, and you think you did really well and you think you've got a B. So, this is just what I think when I translate a percentage grade into a letter grade. Now, when I submit your grades for this course, your letter grade is your grade. So you can keep track of your percentage and how you're doing in this course via this chart, and then translate it into a letter grade. And you know you've got an A, a B, a C, a D, and F in the course via this chart. Now, when I submit grades to the Office of the Registrar at the end of this semester, what you'll see is an official Oakland University conversion table for letter grade to grade point translation. Right? An A plus, for example, is a 4.0, as you all know. An A range grade is either a 3.8 or a 3.9, and A minus is a 3.5. So 3.6 to 3.7, etc., etc. A B plus is a 3.5, a B is a 3.3 to 3.4, a B minus is a 3.0 to 3.2, etc., etc., etc. So, if you've got an A in the course, you've got an A in the course. Right? And you either get a 3.8 or a 3.9 for that A that you've earned in the course. So it makes no difference, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So this has been the first test of the ethics broadcasting system. God, I don't believe I just made that joke. I hope I don't have to use this recording multiple times. Anyhow, you'll get used to my very bad sense of humor throughout this course. And later this week, please expect a general introduction to the topic of ethics and getting into the material with Plato's 5 dialogues, the Socratean dialogue, the Apology. All right, thank you, and everybody have a wonderful time.